Hello to you. How are you? It's another day. I hope it was a great day, but I certainly understand that for day is not a great day. Some days we have good dad. But let us be as thankful as possible. And I am thankful. Overall, my day was good. It was a good day at work. I'm healthy. I feel good, and I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for my brother Star Pack on the live check-in. Star, how was your day? How you doing? Are you graduating? Are you ready for summer? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. As everyone files in, Jesus Torres on a live check-in. He writes in the live comments, "Hey, just move forward." I mean, that's wisdom. If you don't learn anything else in school, if you don't learn anything else in college, if you don't learn anything else in life, if you remember those words, just move forward, I think you'll be okay in life. Uh, what you have to remember in the course of your journey is just move forward. It's not easy sometimes, it's painful sometimes, but there is no wisdom, there's no solution in going backwards because you can't change the past. All you can do is move forward, and you have to figure out whatever you have to do that. Robert, aka that's my brother, traveling van, my fellow Floridian. Shout out to the 772. And only people who are from Florida know what that means. That's an area code. Love and respect. Traveling man, give me the pump up emoji for the 772. Love and respect to the 772 area code down in Florida. Guys, girls, and robots, we're getting ready to do what we do every night. I'm going to start and I'm going to share on a structured topic. It's a life lesson, something I'm thinking about or something I'm going through. Shout out to Susan, who's starting her, or who's, shout out to Susan Merritt, who is embracing her journey and really coming into a place of confidence and encouragement on her life journey. So thank you, Susan, for the comments. I'm reading them. Good to see you. Thank you for the live comment. I enjoy that. Chris, that's my brother Chris. So proud of Chris. Positive attitude. Good evening, Sam. Thank you for showing up, Chris. I had to hit that to you because I appreciate you always telling me that. Chris, forward, brother. I love you. Peace and love to you. Robert, give me the 772. Thumbs up. I'm coming home soon. Good job, Robert. Moses in the building, and he got lots of 272s. Hey, brother, what's up, Moses? What do women think about you living in your car? Good question. And do you want a relationship? Great question. Love your channel. Thank you. What do women think about living in my car? The MILFs, the women who have already been through serious relationships, who have divorced their who have been through a divorce, who have raised children, they love the simple lifestyle. They have divorced someone who had a luxury car, who had a nice leather jacket, who was a mystery guy. He really wasn't a mystery. It was just a man who couldn't communicate, but he had a nice ass and was tall, and he made good DNA for kids. After they divorced that, they love a guy like me. Why do they love a guy like me? A simple guy who's not going to put a harsh expectation on that. I'm very compassionate. I'm funny. I'm good with animals, and I'm good with kids. But what they don't like about me is I'm not going to commit. I don't want a commitment with a MILF. I don't want a commitment in a relationship. I don't want a relationship. So how women like me for the laughter, they like me for the friend, they like me to play psychiatrist. Now, sometimes I do because that's my gift. I do play psychiatrist, I play therapist to them. I may masturbate to them on the low, or I may date them for a little bit, but I don't want any serious relationship. Now, that's the honest truth. Some people can't handle the honest truth. Some people want me to tap dance. I won't tap dance. But that's the honest truth, Moses. That's how I feel. That's where I stand. I do not want a relationship. I respect women as equals, not as anything else. I believe in women empowerment, equality all across the board. But a young woman, she may think like it's a little bit cool, but it's not her thing. Women, some, not all, but many have an embedded nesting quality. Meaning most women like to nest. They like to build their house. They like to raise a family. They have a motherly instinct. And even women that are very much in a career. I mean, they want a man that's a commitment guy long term. I'm nothing like that. But there's also plenty of women on here that are free spirits like me. I mean, you can never make one statement. But I don't care if a woman is a free bird or if she is a nesting bird. I don't want to be in a relationship. I used to think I did want to be in a relationship, but I learned through trial and error it's not for me. I always kind of knew it, but I had to play with it. I had to get burned by the fire. And then I also had to say, Sam, it's not just about getting burned, some relationships, I was the person that broke up with them, and others, they were the person that broke up with me. So I've got my heart broken. I've broken hearts. I've been on both sides of the fence. I'm not trying to portray myself as anything other than just human. And what I can tell you is, uh, once you get into your 30s, if you are honest with yourself, you're going to really know yourself. At 37, I'll be 38 in a few weeks. I know myself. And I know that I don't do good in commitment. I don't do good with being responsible for someone else's emotional needs. And when you're in a relationship, even if you're two independent people that respect one another, you're connected emotionally. And I don't want to go on an emotional roller coaster. I don't want commitment. I don't want an emotional roller coaster. That's why I don't own a house. I financially have the full capability to own a house, a nice house. I don't want one. The commitment is mentally not good for me. I like being free. I don't like being bothered by things. I don't like obligations. I don't like demands. I don't like emotional roller coasters. I like as much freedom as possible, less as possible, and less aggravation as possible. That's me. I do also acknowledge that there are some people that they would not do good being single for a long period of time. They they like the idea of being single, but after being single and not having anyone else to answer to for 2 to 3, 4 weeks, then they get bored with life. Then they pick up habits that are self-destructive, whether it's drinking, partying, and they can't be alone. They need someone else to complement them. Is there something wrong with either one? No. What I tell each person is know yourself, don't lie to yourself, and above all else, only allow good vibes. Only allow people that are good for your mental health. Don't get into the emotional game of trying to make someone fall in love. Because the next thing you know, you're playing The Weeknd on Spotify. You're drinking Hennessy and Coke. You're leaned up at a bar somewhere and thinking you're going to get your ex back. But it's not going to happen. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to destroy your life. You're going to wake up 20 years later. You're going to be living in a van, looking in the desert, looking at Bob Wells and say, oh shit, this is the only guy left. You don't want to do any of that. It's just go forward. Go forward. Good question. Good question. I got lost. I'm sorry. Again, I got a little bit wild. I'm sorry about that. Shy's Room, Chicago is back in the house. Hey, Sam, I'm back. Good to have you back. Love and respect to you. Love and respect to Chicago. Hope it's getting warmer up there. Sailing John, that's my brother from New Jersey, living full-time on his boat. Hey, Sam, palm tree and forward point emoji. You know I love that, brother. Amraya, hey, made it to a live chat. Good to see you, Amraya. I missed you, too. Good to see you, though. Good to have you back. Angelina, hey, Sam, hey, all. Angelina, hand wave emoji to you. Without Feather, 99. Hello, everyone. Hello to you, Without Feather. Chris, at Susan, congratulations. All caps forward. Yes, Susan doing very good. Good job, Chris. Star Pack. Since we are on the topics of MILFs, well, you guys got me off track. I had a whole different thing I was going to talk about tonight, but, we'll talk about it. I see you rocking your MILF magnet sweater. This is it. This is the faded one. I got the gray one on standby. Star Pack, check me out. Star Pack, look at this. Look at Star Pack. This is the one that I'm really picking up MILFs in this one, right? Now, this one's faded. This one's been through some MILF action. This one's my one on deck, just in case I got to get the fresh one out. All right, don't get too serious. It's all right. Moses, this is also true. Moses, you know what it is, brother. Chris, being that I'm from Georgia, love and respect to Georgia. I'm a dirty bird. I understand that. Go Falcons. Love and respect. I used to love when Deion Sanders played for the Atlanta Falcons. Love and respect to Dirty Birds. Angelina, Sam, do you think that if you didn't have such a bad experience with Asian MILF, then you would be open to a relationship? No, not at all. I mean, I say that jokingly. Some people don't understand that. Some people get offended by that. Doesn't matter. Asian, Italian, Black, Spanish. No, it doesn't. I've dated all variety of women, cultures, and I've dated good women, bad women. So I love and respect women. Well, what I'm trying to tell you, I just use that experience as a joke. But at the end of the day, look, all relationships, it doesn't matter. They're work. And that's honest. Some are worth it for some people that want it. I don't want a relationship. I don't care if I met the highest woman of integrity, and there's plenty of them out there, and that she complimented me. She was a great person. We were both very similar. I don't want the work of a relationship. And if you're honest with yourself, every relationship, even good, healthy relationships, are work. I don't want it. Just like I don't want a flushing toilet bowl. Why? Because it's work to clean it. I'd rather go to Planet Fitness, take a dump, flush it, and I'm out of there. Yeah. $21.37 a month, and you too can never wash a toilet bowl again. Good job, Sam. Thank you. Robert? The symptoms of Ebola are the same as divorce. Serious, no shit. Well, I mean, look, you guys answer your own question. There's a few people in here, Robert, Angelina, Jenny B. Look, you guys have been through horrible divorces. So I don't have to tell you about relationships. Does that mean that love isn't out there again? Look, love's out there again, but don't get married again. And that's my opinion. You know, do what you want. It's your life. I don't want to tell people how to live. But in my opinion, marriage isn't worth it unless you're really going to have kids and go for the whole thing. And if that already failed in a disaster, I mean, I don't know. You know, to me, I look at marriage almost like consumerism. I mean, yeah, it's really a label. It's a brand. You know, marriage was embedded into society in the early the human race because men were getting into a habit of leaving women as soon as they were done with them sexually. And at the early days of human society, women did not have equal say and equal rights, and they weren't able to provide for themselves, and they were destitute, and that was causing a society problem. So religiously and every other way, it was basically determined that it's better that only one man and one woman marry for one of many reasons, including spiritual, is that there would be more structure in society, and women wouldn't be destitute, which eventually leaves a burden to society. But now that women, which I fully support and agree with, you know, now that women have, well, in countries, now that women have the equal opportunity, and there's still work to be done there, but they have the equal opportunity, they're empowered, you know, they can work for their own living. I mean, you know, if they choose to get in a relationship based on mutual consent, right? I mean, so, but look, I mean, you guys are all been through it, right? I mean, no matter what, though, even if a man works and a woman works, once they get divorced, to split half your shit it's horrible. Half your emotions, half your finances, and you know you'll do it because anything is worth peace of mind. And even if you have to split all your assets, if you don't have peace of mind, it's worth it. But what I'm here to tell you, I mean, even that, I mean, many men and women today that are married, both of them working, you know, they're having 2 kids, and you know, it never stops because they're living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, there's so many layers to that conversation. All I can tell you is, if you want to get married, but many times it's not worth it. And the same thing with, for me, it's relationships as a whole. Yes, I'm still sexually attracted to women. I love them. I masturbate. I mean, look, I know a lot of people can't handle that when I say it, but that's a shame. But that's it. I don't want the relationship. I don't even want, I tried the casual sex while too. Disaster, because there's no such thing as that. I mean, I don't know how I'm getting off this topic, but you guys know what I'm saying. Better Tubes, aka, oh, Tom's got a new emoji. I don't know what that says. It says private sign, do not read, but I just read it. BBT, hello, all. Sam, hey, what's going on, brother? Ricardo, what's up, Sam? Good news. The new job I got was really a temp job, but the big boss pulled me aside and told me he liked my work and wants to make me permanent. Just listen to you. Moving forward. Somebody give hand clap and thumbs up and pump up emoji to our brother Ricardo, who just earned his way to a permanent job. How did he do that? By showing up. I'm sure he got frustrated with his boss and his coworkers, but you know what he kept doing? Showing up. When you keep showing up, you will move ahead in life. When you stop showing up, you'll move behind in life. That's the overall rule. You don't necessarily need a college degree. You don't necessarily need to be the most intelligent person. What you need to do is consistently show up and not give up. Period. And have an overall positive attitude. Stay out of drama. I mean, these are life lessons. Everything else is just, you know, sprinkles on the cupcake. You know, I mean, it's just like, you know, that's the heart of it. And yes, I have worked for minimum wage, and yes, there's a time to take minimum wage. But if you show up consistently and you have a positive attitude, you'll move past minimum wage. Again, I still think minimum wage is too low. But what I'm trying to embed in your confidence is that you can excel. You can do more than just survive. You know, you're more than just, you know, but to excel, you have to show up consistently, even when it's a little bit painful. That's how you move forward in life. Everything else is, you know, it's not moving forward. I have to move forward. Now I want to encourage you to move forward. Chris, hey, BBT and friends. BBT, hey, Chris. As my man Starpack would say, well, I'm going to read his comment, then I'm going to do it. Starback, oh, nice, Sammy. Make sure if you need that extra push, you switch out the fresh one. That's true. But I really don't need no extra push. Why? Because I got no pressure on me. I could have the hottest MILF. Doesn't matter. She could be Italian, Asian. Doesn't matter, because I know some people get upset when I just say the Asian. It could be any type of MILF. The most beautiful, educated, wise, respectful MILF. What I can tell you is, yes, I would flirt. Yes, I would have a good time, but I will not engage in sexual relations. I won't even engage in any relationship. Why? I don't want the aggravation. Some people can't understand that. Just like some people can't understand, Sam, if you have the money, why don't you buy a big RV? Why don't you buy a house? If you can't understand it, we're just on different pages, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that's just me. I don't want it. Believe me. I mean, I'm not a player, but I have an opportunity. I don't want it. What I want to do is stay hydrated, like my brother Starpack said. Go live every night on YouTube, and just have fun in life and live light. At this point in my life, at just about 38 years of age, that's what I want. If that changes, I'll let you know, but no time soon. Don't think so. Ricardo, love my Latin meals. I love my Latin meals too. My first girl I was in love with was half Puerto Rican, half black. Shout out to my Puerto Rican girls and my black girls. Dated a lot of black girls. We got to party it up one night. I'm in Florida, brother. Oh, definitely. I'm down there in Boca Raton heavy. Me, you, Milano, some Cuban. Well, Milano likes Colombian girls. Milano's Cuban. He likes Colombian girls. And I'll just be in there like giving the jokes and giving the therapy session, but I'm not really gonna do nothing. Janice, that's my water bill every month. What's that? That's my water bill every month. What did we talk about? Oh, the structure topic. You guys got me way off track. Good. Thank you, Janice, for bringing me back in. Zelda Morales, give the hand clap emoji. Chris, yep, right. Ricardo, forward. Chris gave you some love, Ricardo. BBT, Ricardo, and they laugh out loud. Excellent. Hand clap. Good job, traveling man. Angelina, don't think I would get married again. I am. Somebody give me the emoji. If they got one of them, no way. Going through this process of both a wedding and a divorce, not worth it. Somebody give me a throw up emoji. Let me tell you something. Don't ever invite me to a wedding or a divorce. I don't want to go to either one. Somebody give me the throw up emoji and run emoji. Do you know the run emoji? The run when they got the guy running? Give me that, because there ain't no way I'm going to that. Okay? Zelda Morales. Hey Sam, good evening. Good evening, you brother. Love and respect. Britt, hey, men going their own way. I mean, not that. I'm not the men going their own way guy, because I think that's like a bitter guy. If you want a relationship, I say praise the Lord. I do believe women are a blessing from God. I believe, men too. I believe in full, respect and love for each gender. And I will say that through my experiences in dating women and being raised mainly by women, it has added value to me. But I've experienced enough of that now I like being single. There's a season of your life where you really need to spend time with the opposite sex and, get balanced and get fulfilled. Many people a lot of times get married because maybe they never had a parent. They had fought, they never had a dad, so they had daddy issues. So they look for a dad in their mate. A lot of guys never really had the mother they like, so they look for like a motherly instinct with their thing. I've been through all that. I've done all that. I've experienced it. So what do I tell you now? I don't want to deal with any of it. I respect and love to everyone. Doesn't matter, but it's not for me. Star Pack, congrats, Ricardo. Yes, love and respect. Angelina, congrats. Good job. Ricardo, we showing you love, brother. Susan. Sam, you are spot on about relationships. Thank you. Lots of work. Somebody give me the hammer renovation work emoji. Then the Ghostbusters no way emoji. Yep. Lots of work. Nope, no good. Best to live free. I agree with that. Watch porn, masturbate. That's what you need. Not a lot of people don't like that, but that's right. And enjoy the friendship. Yep. And don't even enjoy that. Why? Because the friendship is fake. Let's be honest. Come on. The friendship is fake too. Don't even enjoy that. Just have a virtual relationship with a person on YouTube. Act like you're some hot person. The other person's a train wreck too. You got fake profile pictures, and just act like you love each other. Yeah, that's all you need. You don't need a real life relationship, in my opinion. Way to go, Ricardo. Good job, Janice. The water bill's like $21 a month. I'm going to get into that. Thank you, Janice, for pulling me back. I got to talk about the structured topic, guys. You get me way off track. Robert, my ex-wife tried to give a haircut with a shotgun. Laugh out loud. It's good to laugh. Ricardo, thanks to everyone. Very proud of you, brother. I was frustrated in the beginning. Yep, that's how life is. You were frustrated in the beginning of that job, but now getting the hang of it, yes. Stayed positive like Sam told me and moved forward, and I got the job. Yes. Good job, brother. Very proud of you. Good job. Starpack. Yes, Sammy, you have stayed hydrated. I got to do it again. Thank you, Starpack. Starpack gave the 3 running emojis. Good job, Starpack. Starpack, there are some running emojis. Thumbs up to you, Starpack. Ricardo, I never want to get married as well. Well, praise the Lord, me and you on the same page. Janice, your Planet Fitness is the same as my water bill. Yes. And the Planet Fitness is $21.37 a month, and I can go to any Planet Fitnesses throughout the entire country. I can run the water all day long in the shower, and I never have to pay a water bill. Okay? And I have full electricity. And I also have Wi-Fi. You can go to Planet Fitness. They have a lounge section where you can tap into Wi-Fi, charge your electronic devices, take a shower, get a workout for $21.37 a month. Okay? You know, just your water bill will be that alone. Forget about your electric. Forget about your Wi-Fi. Forget about working out. Forget about a shower. Forget about a water heater. Forget about a cleaning service. I those things for $21.37. You can't beat that. Somebody give me a win emoji for me. Oh, very good. Good job. Ricardo, Sam, do you ever get out dancing club or bar? No, I did that when I was young. Totally done with that too. Complete disaster. I mean, what? The only reason you're in a club or bar dancing is that you want to get in a relationship. That's it. That's it. Don't tell me like, you know, it's just a girl's night out. A girl's night out is you want somebody else to hit on you, and a guy's night out is you want to get drunk and flirt with girls. Yeah, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. That's for me. I don't want that. I never realized it when I was young, but I did it because it's part of life experience. Disaster. I don't need that. Not for me. Janice, exactly. Thank you, Janice. Angelina, you can't beat that. No way. Can't beat it. Ricardo, what about strip clubs? Oh, I shut strip clubs. Man, I dated strippers. I shut strip clubs down. Please. Oh, you're talking to a veteran. And I'm done with that too. Oh, completely done. But it was fun while it lasted, but complete disaster. All right, guys, girls, robots, the structure topic tonight, and I'm sorry I got off track, but I mean, look, I got to keep my mind free. The structure topic tonight is know the specific numbers. If you really want to be free in life, you have to know the specific numbers. The specific numbers on how much all your bills at the end of the month equal, and how much specific money you have to make net profit at the end of each month. And then, do you have a deficit or do you have a surplus? Do all your bills equal up at $2,000 a month? Do you take home $1,800 a month? Therefore, you would have a deficit of $200 a month. The only way you get ahead in life is you have to start to know the specific numbers. You get in trouble, I get in trouble, I have gotten in trouble in life when you put your head in the sand and you kind of know you got enough to get by, you're getting by somehow, but you don't know the numbers. A lot of times people get a divorce and say, well, I didn't know the numbers, I let my spouse handle that, and it was a disaster. You got to know the numbers. That's empowerment. Empowerment to know the numbers. Once you know the numbers, then you can do something about it. Same thing with food. You have to read the back of the label. You have to know how many calories, how much sugar, how much sodium. Why? Even if you overeat, you're going to have knowledge. Knowledge is empowerment. And then you'll have a focus. Even if you overspend, at least you have knowledge. And knowledge is empowerment. Eventually, that knowledge will lead to a better quality of life. We still have human nature, so you can know the specific numbers and still make mistakes. But once you're empowered, once you're enlightened with that specific information, you will be more mindful. You will be more mindful. So you will start to make decisions with that in mind. You'll still make bad decisions. It'll still take a while for you to go forward. But over time of you being more mindful of the specific numbers, you will own your life because you will be empowered. You are enslaved when you don't have the information. When you don't really know how much in debt you are, when you don't really know at the end of the month how much you need to make or how much you do make, you should know how much you need to make per hour. I need to make $20 per hour for me, not only to pay my bills, but to get a little bit ahead. And when you start to say get a little bit ahead, if you made $20 per hour, if you made $25 per hour, how much would you be able to pay all your bills and how much would you be able to put in savings per month? Sam, if I made $25 an hour if I made $25 per hour, I could pay all my bills and save $500 a month. All right, now you're mindful. The reality is you'll be lucky to save $150 a month. Why? Because human nature. If you did all the numbers and you broke them down, you kept to that budget, you'd be able to save $500 a month, but you're going to overspend. That's okay. It's okay even if you know the numbers, you overspend, but you're enlightened. You're enlightened and you have a target. Have an aim, have a focus in life. Even if you aim for the moon, even if you miss your amongst the stars. Sam, I know this this skinny popcorn is 675 calories if I eat the whole bag. It's, 10 grams of sugar if I eat the whole bag. Even if you eat the whole bag and you overeat and you're a little bit overweight, you're mindful. When you go order Chinese food, you don't know any of the nutritional value. You don't know that your General Tso's chicken has 100% of your sodium daily intake. How much sodium should you eat per day? No more than 2,300 milligrams. Now, even if you eat a little bit more, at least you're mindful. But do you know that 2,300 milligrams is the average recommended amount? With sodium, sodium is salt. Sodium makes your blood pressure go up. It makes you retain water. Many people just know 2,000 calories to maintain your weight. You have to start to learn the specific numbers. You have to start to learn the specific knowledge of the scriptures, and then the specific knowledge of the context they were written, and why did religion come into place, and who put the scriptures together. Was it the Catholic Church? Why they put it together? Was it because the Roman Empire put pressure on them? I mean, you have to start to know specifics in life. Why? Because then you can build context, and you can begin to empower and own your life. When you don't know the specifics, somebody else has to tell them to you, and then somebody else can use that information to control you. It's going to take research. It's going to take you being honest with yourself above all else. You're going to have to look at your bills every month, and you're going to have to start to get serious. It doesn't mean that you can't enjoy life. I still overeat. I still overspend. I could cut money out of my budget. I could cut some calories out of my thing. And I've done that for years. I lived off just bare minimum. And what I can tell you is you got to fudge a little bit. I mean, you got to enjoy life a little bit. You got to overspend a little bit. You got to overeat a little bit. But you should still be way below your means. You should still be healthy. You should still be empowered. And just go to an RV lot and say, oh, if I get this RV, this is the one I want. It's $400 per month. I can afford that for 20 years. How much is the interest rate? How much are you paying over the course of 20 years? Think about 20 years prior. If you're 40 years old and you're thinking about leasing an RV or financing an RV for 20 years, where will you be at 60? If you're 40 now, where were you at 20? If you're 40 years old and you're gonna get ready to finance something for 20 years, you think about what your mindset was at 20 years old. Totally different. So at 40 years old, 20 years later, you think your mindset's going to be the same at 60? No way. If you're 60, you think your mindset's going to be the same at 80 as it was at 60? No. 20 years, a long ass time. 5 years, a long ass time. That's how much I financed this Jeep Renegade. I'm halfway paid off for it. 5 years, long time. Don't just know the number. Don't just know the monthly payment. Know all the numbers. Know the cost of what you are about to undertake, whether it's food, whether it's money or anything. That's what one of the scriptures say. Don't start building until you've calculated the cost. Why? Empowerment. Empowerment, owning your life. Doesn't mean you won't still make mistakes. It doesn't mean that we aren't still humans. But it's about have an aim in life, have a focus. Because if you aim for the moon, even if you miss your amongst the stars, you will be better off. Even if you'll never be perfect, you'll be better than what you started when you have information, when you have knowledge, and when you're mindful of these things. This is how you start to take back your life. This is how you end up 350 pounds, overdosing on General Tso's chicken, drinking beer at night, and you have a struggle tying your shoes. Or you got good DNA, you're skinny, but you got high cholesterol, and the alcohol is destroying your liver. And the bad relationships are destroying your emotional health. You can't even go to work and think straight because that relationship has got you fucking all backwards. How do you take back your life? You start calculating the cost. And you start getting serious. Not just playing games on YouTube. You get serious about your life. Because believe me, if you want me to shuck and jive and give you like a show for I can do that. I do that sometimes. But that's not going to empower you. I do that because I like to have fun. You got to have fun too in life. But you have to stop the games too. Have a balance. Fun and game. Fun, but you have to know numbers. Why? For your own good. So you don't have to rely on someone else or something else controlling you. Whether it's food, whether it's people, whatever. I'll end the structure topic on this one sentence, then we'll get back to live comments. You don't start to own your life until you start to know the specific numbers of your financial freedom, of your health journey, calories, sodium, sugar, and of everything else. Calculate the cost, know the numbers, and you'll be better off for it. All right, that's it. Back to live comments. Ricardo, have you ever been to Clearwater Beach? Beautiful, Sam. Gotta go. I haven't been to Clearwater specifically. I have been to the west coast of Florida. Love and respect to the west coast of Florida, but I don't like the west coast of Florida as far as the atmosphere. I'm more of an east coast of Florida guy, southeast specifically. Robert, I'm in St. Pete today. Love and respect to St. Petersburg. Ricardo, damn, Robert, lucky. Love Tampa. That's my goal. Saving up this summer to move there. I'm not mad at that. A lot of job opportunities in Tampa. If you're going to move to Florida, where should you move? If you need a job, you should move within. There's 4 major hubs in Florida. Meaning, if you need a job, in most cases, you want to move within 45 minutes of one of these hubs. What are the 4 major hubs in Florida? Jacksonville's one. Orlando's the other. Miami's another, and Tampa's the 4th. Jacksonville, Orlando, Miami, and Tampa. You want to be within those major metropolitan areas if you're in need of a job, because that's where most of the jobs are concentrated. Everywhere else is rural land for the most part and retirement haven. The retired people have paid their dues. They're living off whatever, and so you have to be mindful of that if you're still in your prime earning years. Be very mindful of that. That matters. Location does matter in some instances. Everyone has exceptions. Ricardo, I'm Chris at Ricardo. I like the Tampa area. Many beautiful beaches in that area, including Clearwater. Ryan B, yo, Ryan B, love and respect. Ricardo, yes it is, Chris. Robert, tons of things to do here and places to see. Never a dull moment. Love Florida. Knob03, what's up, brother? Knob, checking in. Knob, love and respect. Start back. That's right, Sammy. No one's perfect. That's right, myself included. Knob, Tampa is pretty chill. It is. I like Southeast a little bit better. That's just my personal opinion. Chris, one thing about living in the South is it's very hot. I like it hot. Might as well live near a beach. That's right. I love the beach. Got to be hot, but got to be by the beach. Good job, Chris. BVT retracted. Israel, hey Sam, what's up, my man? What's going on? How's life going, man? Overall good. Very thankful, healthy. Want to stay positive. I'm thankful for my job. Thankful for working with good people. Thankful that my mother's still alive. I'm thankful. And I have to stay focused on the present and move forward in life. Good job. Ryan B, is your Jeep payment included in your monthly budget? Yes, it is. I want a Prius Prime. I like those. I looked at those. But would rather buy it with no payment. Well, you're looking at about, they retail about $35,000, the Prius Prime. Now, you could probably negotiate that to 30, maybe 28, but after taxes, you're going to be around 30 and all the fees and everything like that. So 30,000 cash you're going to need. If you're going to buy a Prius Prime, after taxes, registration, all that, you got to come to the dealership with $1,000, either in cash or ready to write a check or however you're going to do it. That's what I would say. So if you have that and that's within your means, I say do you. That would be awesome. I'm not mad at you, Ryan B. Israel, hey everyone, hope everyone is doing good. Good. Ryan B, the only thing I don't, also just going back to Ryan B, the only thing I don't like, and love and respect to Israel, the only thing I don't like about the Prius is they're low to the ground. So that's not good for the Northeast if you're ever traveling up north. And I didn't like the steering wheel. I didn't like how it felt. Those are 2 major negatives I felt. Low to the ground, lack of clearance, and I didn't like the steering wheel. That's my opinion. Janice, how's the nightlife in Florida? Nightlife is great in Florida. I mean, obviously, depending on where you go, if you're in Miami, it's out of control. Fort Lauderdale, all those areas. But if you're like in retirement areas, like where I spend a lot of my time, I'm not a nightlife person. I'm in bed by 10 o'clock the latest. I'm done with the nightlife. I am early to bed, early riser. That's how my life is now. That's what's best for me. Some people are night owls. That's not me. I'm not trying to do the nightlife. I don't want to do the nightlife. I want peace, serenity, and that's it. Everyone's different. Milano, love and respect to Miami's in the house. Timmy! What's going on, Milano? Love to you, brother. Taffy, that's my brother. That's my brother. But Taffy, what's going on? With your new remote job soon, I've started. Are you going to be working in coffee shops using their Wi-Fi? I've started that sometimes. Are you going to get Wi-Fi hotspot device? Great question. Well, I've started my position. Now I'm still, for the next few months, I'll still be traveling to different offices to gather certain information. But at times, yes. I mean, I have the ability, and I have done it where, yeah, I do a remote dial in through my work computer, and yeah, I use Wi-Fi at Starbucks and Lowe's. Starbucks when I'm in Starbucks, I can use that, and when I'm outside of like a Lowe's parking lot, I tap into that. I don't think I'm going, and I've also done it in Target. Target has Starbucks in there, and I use their Wi-Fi. And I do purchase, items when I'm in there, even though Starbucks just came out with a new policy that you don't have to purchase food to sit in there or use their bathrooms. So that's interesting. But I do purchase a beverage when I'm in there. Um, so I don't know. Everyone is different, but I won't buy a device. I looked at those devices. I would want unlimited data. Most of them don't have unlimited data. They only have a certain amount of gigabytes or whatever for a certain amount per month. So there's no need for me. It's always like the question, good question, Taffy, but it's always like the thing people ask me about an RV or that. Now they're on the table that maybe I'll buy one, but right now there's no need for one. So would I buy a Wi-Fi device? I have unlimited data on my cell phone. I could, and most of the times I'm by urban areas. I'm by unlimited Wi-Fi in a Starbucks, in a store, something like that. So I don't need it. Now, if at some point I think I need it, I'll buy it. But right now, there's no need for it. Good question. Robert, aka Traveling. Tampa's Ybor City is fun, and downtown St. Pete has a good nightlife too. Chris, Janice nightlife is a place in Florida. There's plenty to do in that regard. Florida's a metropolis. I mean, there's country land, but there's also like city land. Milano, look at the new Ford SUV. Milano, 19K. Well, that sounds interesting. And right now, I have no plans to have a different vehicle. When this vehicle dies, I'll look at different options. I don't know if I'll do a small cargo van, if I'll do another Jeep, or if I would do an RV. I don't know. But right now, but I do like to look, so I appreciate that, Milan. I looked today at a home base in Florida. There's actually a raw piece of property with a little shed on it that looked somebody camped in. Did have electricity too, so if I put an RV on there, I'd be good for about. It was listed for $29,000, so I mean I could probably get that for 20. When you buy land, you have to buy cash. You can't. Well, there are some loans on there's some loans on land, but when you buy land, for the most part, a lot of those are cash deals, for the most part. So you have to be mindful of that. Daniel, hello, Sam from Lizzie and Melissa in Missouri. Love and respect to the Midwest. Love and respect. Thank you. Good to see you both, Lizzie and Melissa. Milano, like the Toyota RAV. Toyota RAV, I'm not feeling that. I don't like the Toyota RAV. I think it's a ripoff. I don't like the hybrid. Not my style, man. I don't like the Toyota RAV. Not for me. Chris, Milano. Yeah, if I was to buy a vehicle, it would be a Japanese brand. Well, love and respect to the Japanese. Now, like the Asians, they've have like if you YouTube search Asian RVs, in Asia they have the small, cute, compact RVs. They don't sell them in America. But I mean they're really nice. Now I'm sure there's different regulations and trade barriers on why they don't sell them here. But YouTube search Asian RVs, and you're gonna see some small, cute ones that I wish they sold in America. Ricardo, I got a 2011 Toyota Prius. It's really good on gas. Well, shout out to that, man. There was another brother that I connected with on YouTube. He lives full time in his Toyota Prius down in Miami Beach. I don't know how he does it. I didn't ask him all like his personal information, but he left a couple comments on my page. So there's people out there doing it. And again, that's the person who first inspired me. They didn't live out of their Toyota Prius, but they long-term camped out of it for months at an end. So, I mean, look, what do I think? I think you can live out of any car, but it's going to be uncomfortable some nights. I mean, the plus about a Toyota Prius is it's got the extra hybrid battery, so you can run the air conditioning at night, but the car is going to, if it's hot, like if you're down in Miami, the car is going to turn on every 15 minutes. So if you're parked somewhere, you better be able to have that car start every 15 minutes. Now, it's a little bit quieter than a normal car, but it still does start every 15 minutes, and that's not really stealth. May, love and respect to May. Sam, you never say a minivan. Yeah, I don't want a minivan. I'm not against minivans, but they don't inspire me. I have to be able to look at a vehicle and have some inspiration. When I look at a minivan, to me it says soccer mom. I don't want to be a soccer mom. When I look at a Ford E250 van, which I owned when I was a contractor, it says contractor. It says, Sam, you're going to go lay sheetrock, or you're going to park next to Bob Wells, and you're going to, be trading war stories in the desert. That when I look at a Jeep Renegade, I say there's like a young wild guy that likes MILFs, and he's like on the beach and he does a wild YouTube channel. When I see even a small like Transit Connect, like I say, like I can maybe hook that up and be magical. But when I see a minivan, for me, this is my opinion. It doesn't mean it should deter you. It doesn't speak to me. It doesn't speak to my soul. It doesn't inspire me. Your vehicle, at some point, I mean, when you have no other options, you got to do what you got to do in life. I've been there. But when you got options, to a certain extent with living below your means, don't pick something that doesn't inspire you. The looks matter. I don't care what. Now, minivans are nice. They have some beautiful minivans that are almost just as good as RV. Now, shout out to my guy Traveling Van. He's living, he's long-term camping in this minivan. And I know Glam Gypsy from Atlanta. Shout out to her. She's long-term camping in her minivan. So it's no disrespect, but it's just not for me. Just like most people say, Sam, I wouldn't want to live in a Jeep Renegade. Not for me. I'd rather have a van. So it's all relative to who you are. Good question, though. Good question. Robert, I have unlimited high-speed data plan and 2 repeat antennas. I'm going to get to that. 2 repeat antennas on my van. I always have a good signal everywhere I go. Well, that's a good point. I was talking to a guy I know who does long-term camp up in Vermont, and he just bought a repeater, a cell phone repeater that increases the signal. Because I was up in Vermont last summer. I think I did a video. That was very early when I started my channel. I was up in Vermont, area called Grout Pond, all in the mountains. And yes, as you do climb in elevation, it gets cooler. But you get no cell phone signal, no internet, and it's in the middle of nowhere. You don't get any GPS. You gotta old school that. You gotta like look at maps or stop at gas stations. That's old school. I didn't get inspired by that. But it was a good experience. It's a beautiful country. So I say all that to say, like, he was telling me he bought a cell phone repeater, and I asked him how it was. He said he was still trying it out. He said, but so far so good. I don't know. I may look into those, but I mean, I'm mainly in urban areas, so I'm usually not too far away from good cell phone. I'm usually always by cell phone, good cell phone service. So that would be for more people that are into like boondocking and going into remote areas. I like being in urban areas. Once in a while, I go to a campground, a little bit remote, but nothing crazy. Angelina, took your advice and got unlimited data on my phone. Good job. Your best investment is your phone. Canceled internet. Yes. Cable gone. Good. And saved $100 per month. And then she gave the $ Ted DiBiase emoji. Somebody give me the make it rain emoji. Good job, Angelina. Less is more. And definitely cable TV garbage. Netflix garbage. Hulu garbage. You should not be paying for any content. You don't need the Hallmark Channel. You don't need another sad story about some lady who got divorced or abducted, and now she met some nice guy. She started her own bakery shop, and she's selling cupcakes now. She met a rich, simple guy that now they're going to frolic together and celebrate the holidays. You don't need that story anymore. Why? Because you listened to that story where to get you divorce land. What you need is to live your own life and live your own movie with an unlimited data plan and fuck the Hallmark Channel. I love the Hallmark Channel. I watch it when I'm with my mother, but you know what I'm saying? Forward, all caps. Good job. Robert, movies, okay, box is awesome. At movies galore. Well, I don't really watch too much movies anymore. I don't really support movies. Why? I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. But my mom likes movies. I go, Sam, Mom, why do you like this? She goes, it gets my mind off reality of. Be mad at that. But for me, I'm just speaking for me. I'd rather watch a documentary on YouTube or a guy RVing on YouTube. Why? That's just how I am. That's my personality. I used to like movies. I learned a lot from movies, but very rarely at this point in my life do I watch movies. I don't know. I'm not in that zone. But I love you, Robert. I understand what you're saying. Janice, gotta go. Bye, Janice. We love you. Peace and love. Robert, good night, Janice. Good job. Chris, I would like another Toyota truck. Shout out. Look, a lot of girls after they get divorced, who do they date? Guys with Toyota. What's the Toyota pickup? Tamako. It's the cheap ass pickup, the small little baby pickup Toyota Tamako. I don't know, but I don't know. I got off track. I'm sorry. I would like I would like another Toyota truck. I have a Dodge Ram, and the best thing about it is it's paid off. Well, that's wisdom. I had one paid off car in my life. It was a Jeep Compass and a Range Rover. As soon as I bought it, I felt instant buyer's remorse. And then I went to see the hot girl I was dating, and she goes, "Sam, why'd you do that? I like simple." See, that was when I started dating MILFs. I stopped dating young, immature, and I started dating MILFs. He said, "Sam, I like simple. I don't like, um, all I can tell you is, I'm not against financing, because I have a 0% interest. I'd rather them take the liability for that. But I've leased 2 cars in my life. I financed a couple. I've paid off one. For most people, not all, I can't make the statement of all, but for many people, finance it for 5 years, own it, and try to keep it for 8 years at least. You really don't get equity in your car until you have it for about 6 years. And then never go back to being in debt. I mean, never, they say the average car payment is $500 per month. That's a lot of money, plus insurance and everything. So just consider that. So, thank you. Milano, South Beach is going to be packed this weekend. I'll never go back to South Beach. I remember I went to South Beach a few times. I went one time for a friend of mine. He had his bachelor party down South Beach. Beautiful area. It was with a lot of beautiful Latino girls and girls from all over the world. A lot of Russian girls. Doesn't matter what type. But all I can tell you is Miami Beach is a party show-off town. I'm not against that. But I'm past that point in my life. I'm not trying to show off. I'm not trying to party. I'm not trying to go to Wet Willie's and drink margaritas and take shots off the girl's belly button or anything like that. What I'm trying to do is live low-key stealth, Starbucks, do some computer engineering stuff, do some stock investment stuff, make it a win day, go for a walk, listen to music, do some things on YouTube, and just keep it moving. I'm not trying to pull up with a Lamborghini with the Batman doors and jump out with a lot of money on jewelry. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm done with that. Not for me. That scene's not for me. Robert, minivan stealth. It's stealth, but it's just not inspiring for me. But I love your minivan, and I like your Dookie. Robert's got like a Dookie stuffed animal. Very nice. Vivio, hey Nomad, new subby. What makes is your sign? Let me see again. Hey Nomad, new subby. What makes is your sign? I don't understand that question, but thank you. What makes is your sign? I don't know the question. Maybe just typed wrong. Got love for you, Vivo. Miss Serendipity Wonders. Hey, Sam. That smiley bluster face. Love and respect to you, Miss Serendipity. Good to see you. Ryan B. My favorite part of the Toyota Prius is the climate control feature. Yes, but it's a little bit overhyped. I did research on that. And I talked to my guy down in Miami Beach who's living in his Toyota Prius. It's going to start every 15 minutes in hot weather. So you're going to be parked somewhere at night. And if it's real hot, you're down in Miami, you're down in Florida. It's not like it's going to start once every couple hours. Every 15 minutes to keep your air conditioning on, your car is going to start. Then it'll shut back off. It'll still let the air conditioning run, but it's going to start again another 15 minutes. That would not be good for me. Now, so it sounds good in theory, but in practicality, I don't know. Now, but let me finish reading your comment. I apologize. I live in Utah. Well, that's not going to get too hot, so that may be good. And not sure how I survived the winter. Maybe travel to St. George for the winter. Well, good comment. Love and respect to Utah. Love and respect to Utah Jazz. What I can tell you, Ryan B, too, is why in my personal opinion, do what you want, why I wouldn't recommend a Toyota Prius for somebody who lives in Utah. That thing is going to handle like shit in the snow. With that low ground clearance, the Toyota Prius has such low ground clearance. Go to the dealership. I've went to them and sit in the Toyota Prius. And I've lived in the Northeast. Well, I lived in, now I live in Florida. I'm just traveling in the Northeast. What I can tell you is when you're in the snow and when you're in cold environment and you're in, the low ground clearance is going to kill you. That ice, and the mounds of snow that the snow piles come up from the plows. It's not going to be a good look, man. You're going to have struggles, in my opinion. Vivio, what is your astrology sign? You want to know about? Come on, man. Vivio, what are we doing that for? What are we doing that for, Vivio? I got love for you. Come on now. Ricardo, so are you a big WWE fan? Well, I was a big WWF fan, Worldwide Wrestling Federation, but I think they got sued by the WWF Worldwide Nature people. And then he said, love the old school WWF wrestling. Yeah, not the same. Yeah, not the same, but everything evolves. So my biggest my favorite wrestler was the Ultimate Warrior. I do recommend that you Google a YouTube search his website. He's died, but he has a bunch of inspirational videos that helped me on my journey, specifically with my weight. I think his channel is called Own. That's what he's all about too, owning his life. Just YouTube search the Ultimate Warrior. His wife Diana or Dana still runs it. She doesn't really put anything new up there, but I still recommend it. Ultimate Warrior Inspiration. Just YouTube search that. It'll take you to the right spot. Better watching that than some other crazy shit. Angelina, damn right. Always wish my life would be a Hallmark movie. But then I woke up, laugh out loud. Now, amen. Now, what I will say is I do not want to take anyone's dream. Now, I do believe in love. I do believe in dreaming. So I'm not against any of that. But I'm just saying balance that with your own life. You know, you decide. Don't let someone else direct your life. That's what I'm saying. So don't let somebody else. The Hallmark Channel is a corporation. It gets paid off you watching it. So they're going to make movies that play to your emotions. And there's nothing wrong with that in a sense, but if it doesn't set you free, don't watch it. Why? Because I know many times watching the Hallmark and Lifetime movies with my mom, you know, they didn't necessarily set her free. A lot of times they're just sad movies. Now, once in a while, they're hopeful movies that get you out of the realistic world, and that's good. But you just have to be careful. That's all. I'm not against it, but be careful. You direct your own life. You direct your own life. Very important. Stephen Collingwood. There is a great campsite that I would like to go for only $3 a night. There is only one problem. It's in the mountains with service. Yes, pay for it. That's why BLM Land, which stands for Bureau of Land Management, that's why it's free. It's in the middle of nowhere in a desert with no amenities. So that's what I've experienced too, traveling up and down the East Coast. Look, you can go to remote areas where it's free camping. There's going to be no cell phone service. That means you have no GPS, you have no entertainment, you have no nothing. That's not for me. I like to be in urban areas. I like some quiet campgrounds, but I want cell phone service. That's got to happen for me. And I want to be within a half hour of the beach, and I want to be within a half hour of a Starbucks. That's me. Everyone's different. And Publix. I got to be by Publix too. Taffy or Wawa. Taffy, I still can't believe how lucky we are living in the cell phone era. I agree with that. We just got to be mindful not to get too addicted, but I understand that. One device that's so small and portable that is your GPS, camera, iPod, TV, library, and newspaper. I totally agree. You can use the cell phone information to supplement your brain capacity. So if you don't have a high intellect, you can use your cell phone to tap into the intellect of everyone who has ever lived in the entire human race and has it documented. You can take that book information, that YouTube tutorial, that documentary, that statistical study, whatever it is, you can take that information off the phone and you can use it in your mind to supplement your knowledge. You can research, you can read reviews, you can watch entertainment. Part of a healthy mind is a mind that laughs. And you can do all that from anywhere as long as you have cell phones. Now, yes, it can be also used as a dummy tool. So it can be a dummy tool. Everything in life is based on how you use it. I mean, you can have a hammer and you can nail something together and build something. Or you can take a hammer and you can fucking hit yourself in the head and kill yourself. A tool can be used for good or bad. That same hammer, that same tool can be used to build something or destroy yourself. But always remember, it's only a tool. It's based on how you use it. Very important. Now, I do watch some MILF porn. Now, that never hurt nobody. Come on. Taffy. Oh, yeah, that's it, Taffy. Yeah, that's it, the Tacoma. The Tacoma. If you see a girl dating a guy in a Tacoma, disaster. That's all I'm saying. Disaster. Yep, no good. Robert, I love that meme, Taffy. Yeah, Taffy's a good guy. We like Taffy. Ryan B. Oh, no, I'm not going to lie about that. No, the Taffy meme, that's a little scary. It's like a troll meme a little bit. Like, it put like a red flag when I saw that. But I know that's not Taffy. After kicking with that brother, one is Taffy is very mechanically inclined. That's not why I'm not surprised he came up with that Tacoma. And he's very intelligent. He's very positive. But I'm not going to lie to you. Now, I can lie to you. I don't like to lie to you. That meme, that profile picture of Taffy, that's a little spooky. It's like the Chucky doll. Now, I didn't watch Chucky as a child. I thought it was a little wild. Now, I see that meme. It's a little freaky. But I'm not mad if that's what he wants to do. My thing says be you. But that Taffy doll, it's a little scary. It's a little scary. Ryan B, laugh. That's good. Taffy, thanks for thank you. See, Taffy's feeling this meme. Master of Reality, aka Joe. Hollywood ran out of ideas a long time ago, Sammy. I totally agree with that. Boring. Give me a good documentary of or anything on YouTube. I agree with you. Master of Reality, Joe. Me and you on the same page, brother. Big Country Travels. Hey, Miss Ebernetti won this. Big Country. Hey, Nomad. Shout out to you, Big Country. There was a basketball player named Big Country. I think he played for the Grizzlies at one time. Shout out to Big Country, man. Angelina. I did get an antenna with ears for my TV. I remember those with aluminum foil on it. At least I remember one day I was sitting in my house when I was very young. We had a TV. I put the aluminum foil on the thing, and I got a Philadelphia Eagles game. I was like, oh, I found an extra channel. It was very exciting. At least I can watch the news. I also the news disaster. Oh, puke emoji. I also have added benefit of watching Spanish novelists. While the Spanish TV, I mean, that's like a soft porn show. Most of the Spanish TV I see, like, that's what I've seen. I don't know. But TV, garbage. Angelina, I can finally learn some Spanish. Or you can see some hot girls. I love that. Taffy, the best car I've had so far was a $300 1997 Civic. Not a big Civic fan. I had an Acura Legend, though. That had 250,000 miles. Wow. Didn't care if it got dirty. Well, I like that. See, that's what I like about having a simple car. I mean, look, none of us want to get dirty, but yeah, I understand that. Never park to somebody that doesn't care about their car. Now, I've known that too. So if you see somebody pull up and they got front end damage and their car's all fucked up, don't even think about parking next to them. Like when I see him on the highway, let me get away from this motherfucker because you know he don't give a shit. You know, he's waiting for please. Now Taffy, say if I saw that car, it's like the same way if I saw your meme. I'm like, I gotta get away from this motherfucker because he's crazy. I love you, Taffy, but you know what I mean. I got a nice car then, but I missed the simplicity of the beater. Well, I like simplicity. The beater, I had a beater once. You don't want a beater. Very unsafe, too. I almost got an accident with a beater. You want to have a simple, not a beater. I understand that. Sound John. Guess my simple life. I should do okay with the milfs then. Oh, you would definitely will. No way. Disaster. That's right, too. No coming back. Yep. Must turn the page. Palm tree emoji. Sound John, you've been through the wars, brother. Sailing John, somebody give the prayer emoji to Sailing John. Why? Because he recently went through a MILF disaster. Disaster. But sometimes you need to be reminded that there's nothing there for you anymore. Okay? Now, shout out to all my respectful women that are looking for DILFs. Okay? Dads, they would like to F. Okay? So, I want to be fair. There's MILFs and there's DILFs. What I would tell you is stay single. Do what you want. That's my opinion. Okay? Good job. Ryan B, thanks for the feedback. Ryan, got love for you, brother. Chris, a Subaru can go through about anything. Yeah, the Subaru doesn't inspire me, though. Shout out to everybody from Australia, but when I see a Subaru, I feel like I'm going to be in the great outdoors or the great Outback or whatever. I don't even like the Outback Steakhouse. Yeah, I don't want the Subaru. Doesn't inspire me. Taffy, Utah Jazz, 2 thumbs up. Good job. I drove down to Salt Lake City for their last home playoff game this year. Love that city. It was a great road trip. Now, it does seem like a beautiful country land. I'll definitely have to go in the summer because, you know, I don't play with the coldness. But, yep, that's good. I like the Utah Jazz when they had the jerseys with the mountains on them. I like those jerseys. Vivio, your personality seems like a fire sign is why. That's all right. I mean, look, I don't know. I hear you. Vivio, I got love for you. Vivio, ever been to Slab City? Nope, and don't plan to go to it. It's just another one of those places that it's free for a reason. It's in the middle of nowhere. From my understanding, it's in the middle of nowhere. It does have a high level of drug abuse. Not that all of them are like that. And it's for people that basically just want to sit there and plop. I don't want to sit anywhere and plop. I want to keep it moving. And I'm not trying to sit anywhere and plop. But that's for me. Everyone should do what they want. That's my opinion. Okay. Yolanda, hey, Yolanda, love and respect to Yolanda and her beautiful children, grown men, I think now, her sons, but love and respect to Yolanda. We got love for Yolanda. I was happy to read your comment about you reading Who Moved My Cheese. And again, I mean, when I think of you, I think about my mom, you know, because I understand how you love your sons and, you know, sharing about that. And my mom, very similar. So shout out to Yolanda. Susan, live in an 18-year-old drop floor minivan. So I can stand up. I can understand, definitely for women. And sit in the bed. Yep. And you could squat to pee. I can understand that. Doesn't inspire me. I hear that. But it was free 12 years ago. I understand that. Save money. Well, saving money inspires me. So I understand that. I do. No debt and enough land to do as I please or go. Well, there you go. Susan, you just defined your own life. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, Susie. it's not about me defining your life. I'm sharing my opinion because I mean, I've got to do that. But my goal for you is you look, if you're happy, if you're inspired, you define your own life. You direct your own life. And it sounds like to me, Susan's doing pretty damn good. I say thumbs up emoji to you. Repeat 74. Coming in late. That's all right. I appreciate that. What's up, Sammy? Good evening, everyone. Repeat. We always love having you here. Good job. Chris? Sam, so true. The internet is the future of education. Well, I think so. But it can also be misleading and it can also be a dummy tool. Again, the internet is a hammer. A hammer can be used to nail and build something, or a hammer can be used to commit suicide. It's a powerful tool. Gotta be careful. Video. How do you stay cool in the summer? I got 2 fans. I did a video on that, but I want to be very clear. A couple people asked me about that today on my channel. When you live in your car, you are not going to be comfortable all the time. A fan is not going to fully cool you when it's 100 degrees during the day and only like 75 degrees and humid at night. There are hot, uncomfortable nights. In the winter, I survived 2 winters in the Northeast. Freezing. I got very sick this winter. You don't live in your car and total comfortable. You're not going to be totally comfortable. You're going to get caught in the weather at certain times. Especially if you cannot fully travel all the time. You have to be somewhat static, whether for your job or something else. The payoff is you're living simply, you're living cheap. You're living financially free. Now, you may need to get an RV if you're not okay with being uncomfortable. You may need to get a house. You may need to get a tiny house. So you have to define your life. Not everyone can handle this life. So, but I'm not going to lie to you. I don't care how many fans you have blowing up your ass. I don't care if you're sitting there naked with your slung out. And I've done that. What I can tell you is it's going to get hot some nights. So unless you are going to take the damn panties off and deal with it, don't get in this game. That's it. Get an RV, figure out the lease payments or the finance payments and understand that you're going to need full hookups. There's nothing wrong with that. Or get a tiny home, but you have to know yourself. What are you willing to deal with? Some people aren't willing to deal with what I deal with. You have to know yourself. I'm not better than anyone, but we're all different. So you have to know yourself. That's very key. Vivio, do you run your car? Do you run your air in the car? No, I don't run my car at night. There's been a couple nights this past winter when I got up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was so damn cold. I had to get the heat, and I just kept it moving though. I don't just run my car and idle and sit there. No, I don't. Susie, howdy Sam. On this love to eat it. Susie, howdy to you. Good to see you. My turn, aka Jenny B, aka Trucker Trevor. Let's see what Jenny has to say. Catching the ass end of this combo. It was a good one tonight. I see you. Hey, y'all. My turn. Hey, repeat. My turn. Hey, Chris. Chris, at Vivio, Max, you can make an inexpensive swamp cooler for air. They don't work good in places with high humidity. Look, yeah, when it's hot, you're going to sweat. Bottom line. But look, I lived in a house at one point in my life that didn't have air conditioning for 2 summers. So I sweat there too. I mean, again, so to me, like, I've experienced not having air conditioning living in a house, and I've experienced not having air conditioning living in a car. And that's how, too, I got past that mental barrier. I said, Sam, don't you remember 2 summers where you didn't have a working air conditioner? What's the difference? And I lived on a 2nd floor condo. You think the heat doesn't fucking rise? It does rise when you live on a multi-story building. So, look, I mean, but again, it's like, some people are very much prima donnas. Not prima donnas, but that's not for them. So you got to know what's for you. My turn, a.k.a. Jenny B. New channel. Jenny B got a new channel. It's like that girl you were dating. She posted all this stuff. Then she posted too much stuff. Then she took it all down. Then she made a new channel. Then she tried to friend you. And then you said, I don't know you. It's like, oh, this is that. But should Jenny B do that? Look, Jenny B should do that. You should reinvent yourself as many times as you want. Why? Reinvent yourself until you figure yourself out. Delete your channel and create new channels until you figure yourself out. There's nothing wrong with that. But forward, all caps, however you do it. Chris, hey, my turn, aka Jenny B. That's that project. Philly in the house again. Love and respect to the brotherly love city. Got love for Philly. Good to see you, SI. Vivio, Chris, swamp cooler. My turn, swamp ass, Chris. Look, Vivio, you're gonna have a swamp ass, all right? If you live in your car, I don't care how many fans you got, you're gonna have swamp ass. That's the bottom line. We can mind fuck this. I don't do that. That's the bottom line. I got love for you. My turn. I would drive people into the shoulder if I had to in my beater. See, that's why it's dangerous. Stay away from anyone with a hoopty, man. It's dangerous. You just don't fuck with them, man, because anything can happen, man. I'm telling you, I've been there. Don't do it. Took me a long time not to drive around like test me. Yeah, that's what happens. I dare you. That's what happens too. When I got my Q5 left out loud, I'm trying to tell you. Angelina, prayers for Sale and John. That's what I'm talking about. Peace emoji. Repeat. Hey, Turn, how was your day? Chris, Vivio, I would explain, but YouTube how to make one. It's hard and extensive. Now, look, you guys are mind fucking this thing. Ain't nothing hard and extensive about explaining how to stay cool in a car when you live in it in the summer. Swamp ass, period. You're gonna get hot. That's it. No answer. Don't mind fucking. Good job. Vivio, okay, thanks, Chris. Chris, Vivio, backs, forward. Yep, that's it. That's the answer. Forward, all caps. Good job. Sel John, Susan, that comment inspired me. Yes, good job. Going forward emoji. Good job. Repeat. Sammy sweating with the slong out. Well, yeah, that's true. Yolanda, and then she get the smiley face. At Sam, I always learn something here. Well, you're gonna learn about swamp ass. You're gonna learn about a lot of stuff. Beater and Slab City. Oh yeah, disaster. I'll Google it tonight. Please. Yeah. Tonight, I'll study something every night before I go to bed and sleep on it. Yolanda, I got love for Yolanda. I love you, Yolanda. Miss Epidizzy. Hey, big country. My turn. When I went to the Jersey Shore every summer as a kid, I mean, you guys get me all hot now. You got the Renegade fogging up. Woo! Praise the Lord. My head still gets colder. When I went to the Jersey Shore every summer as a kid, we didn't have air conditioning. I'm pretty sure it didn't sleep. I didn't sleep during those summer nights. Yeah. Look, when you're at the Jersey Shore, and when you're by the beach, period, yeah, look, you can do it. I mean, how many people sleep on the beach? But some people, you get conditioned. Look, for thousands it's only within the last 100 years of the human race that we have air conditioning. Okay, so for thousands, some people say millions of years, humans have walked this earth. Guess what? They didn't have air conditioning. So I don't know why, but it's a shock to people that you can actually live without air conditioning. Now, the bottom line though is you're gonna have swamp ass. You gotta decide what you want. Okay. Ryan B, swampy ass. Oh, there you go. That's the answer. Gilbert. Hey, Sammy, what's going on tonight? Just got in. Well, Gilbert, we hitting on par with that swamp ass. I'm sorry. I think I laughed a little bit. Robert, my little cobbled together AC works good. Now, shout out to Traveling Man, aka Robert. He's got a good setup. Now, I don't think he's got his channel up anymore, but he had a very interesting, neat setup with his air conditioning fan and his Dookie stuffed animal. He did. That's why, look, that's why after you heal, don't ever delete your channel. Don't ever delete your post. Now, shout out to the Ultimate Warrior. We were talking about that earlier. He had an inspirational channel, and he deleted it at one time. And then he made a new channel, and then he said, I regret deleting my videos. I can never get some of them back again. And some of those videos changed people's lives. But I understand, believe me, I've deleted stuff in the past because you either get embarrassed, you feel like you didn't express yourself right, or you're in a moment of emotion, or you feel people watching you. I'm not going to tell you what to do because, look, there are some people always out there, trying to get you. But what you do matters. Everything that you do sends ripples out there, and it matters to someone. Never forget that. Miss Epernivity, laugh out loud. Take it off, yo. Miss Epernivity, strip club in the house. Make it rain. Make it rain. Got money talks. Gilbert, drove through my old neighborhood. A good thing, but not a good thing. Brought out old memories. Yep, never go back. But did make me want to do better. Well, that's right. Look, sometimes you have to go back to the old places you used to hang out, and you realize there's nothing there for you anymore. You respect it. You respect where you come from. You thank God for your experiences. But you have to get to a place mentally where there's nothing there for you anymore. And until you do that, you won't go forward. Bottom line. My turn. Like you said, we're not conditioned for it anymore. We're conditioned for a lot of things, but it ain't for that. We're conditioned for consumerism. Shout out to Kanye West. I want you to go to his Twitter page. He left a link to a consumerism documentary on YouTube. I just watched some of it. I'm going to watch the rest of it after I leave this live feed. Go to Kanye West's Twitter page. I think one of his last couple tweets was a link to a YouTube documentary about consumerism and how corporations in the 20s started to use consumerism to control the masses, and they started to make it popular for women to smoke, and and how you can. Now, look, is everything a deep conspiracy? No. And some parts of consumerism and capitalism are beneficial to society, because you don't want, back in the day where people would only buy You know, I don't know. All I can tell you is watch that documentary. To me, I thought it was very enlightening. Um, where are we at now? Vivio, you ever get tired and want to go home? No. Everywhere I go is my home. In the beginning, it was a little rough, but I got into this lifestyle for choice. I owned my own home for 15 years. This is my home. My home is everywhere I go. You know, so I want this life. I get sick to my stomach when I think about going in a physical house. I visited a family member over the weekend and went in the house. I wanted to throw up after 15 minutes sitting in the house. What are you going to do when you sit in the house? You're going to watch the Kardashians. You're going to watch the Hallmark Channel. You're going to watch the news. You're going to overeat. And then you're going to say, fuck it, there's nothing on this TV. Let me go watch YouTube. Let me go watch a guy living in his car because that's more inspiring than anything else on TV. I don't want to watch anything. I want to live this life. I want to be out there, make it happen. I'm very inspired. Good job. Thank you for asking. Robert, I'm going to redo my videos without all the goofiness. Nah, hold on, Robert. I want you to do whatever you want, but never remove the goofiness, man. That's what makes you. That's like me removing the MILF. Don't remove that, brother. Be you. As long as what you're doing is not hurting anyone, be yourself, brother. Goofy and everything else. Love and respect you, Robert. Never forget that. I mean, I got love for you, man. Never forget that. Miss Serendipity. Exactly. Make it rain. Yeah, money talks. Chris, yes, it's all about conditioning yourself. That's right. It's like anything else. The more you do, the easier it gets. Totally agree with that, Chris. Good job. My turn. I like the goofiness. That's right. At Robert. Good job. I didn't ever think it was goofiness. Me neither. I got love for Traveling Van. To be honest with you, I just enjoy you being real. Me too. I love, man, fuck that. I love Traveling Van, man. And having a laugh. Yeah, that's right. With the squirrel video and the Dookie stuffed animal. Traveling Van, never change who you are, brother. And if anyone in your life doesn't like who you are, fuck them, man. Let them kick rocks, Traveling Van. Nah, Traveling Van, don't ever change who you are, man. Gilbert, the saying is you can never go home. Yeah, you know when they told me that? When I was back home. They say you can't go. They told me that when I was back home. You can go home whenever you want, but home was wherever the heart is. Mr. Brady, exactly. My vehicle is my home now. That's right. Me too, Sam. I don't ever want to live in the sticks and bricks again. Not me neither. Look, I may buy an RV lot. I may buy a raw piece of property and do a home base like Rusty 78609, but I am never going to buy sticks and bricks. Unless I change my mind. I reserve to change my mind at any time, but I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, good job. Chris? I don't know much about Kanye West, but it seems funny coming from him. I guess he woke up. Good for him. No, I mean, look, he's got good and bad just like everything else. I mean, a lot of stuff seems funny coming from Trump. But sometimes he's got some wisdom. Sometimes he's got some asshole in him. Everyone has good and bad, okay? So what you do not necessarily look at the messenger with the message, okay? Never forget that. Very important. But some things you got it. Ryan B. The view inside a house is so boring. It's hard to explain, but you know what I mean. I totally know what you mean. Yeah, I totally know what you mean. Brizzy, LOV Matic. Love Matic. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Hashtag that. Robert, thank you guys. Robert, you already know what it is. My turn. Got love for Robert. Give him a purple heart emoji. Angelina, I like Traveling Van videos about the van setup. Traveling Van he broke the internet. You broke the internet, brother. Get those videos back up. All right. Guys, look, girls, robots, we got to go forward in life. You got to know the specific numbers to your game plan. If you want to make $100,000 a year, you'd have to make $400 a day if you work just the weekdays, okay? How many houses do you need to clean to get $400 a day? Well, I can't do that, Sam. Can you clean half of that? You want to make $50,000 a year? You have to make $250 a day, Monday through Friday. You may be able to do that. Even if you couldn't do that, could you make $125 per day? Then you're at $25,000 a year. Got to break down the numbers. Got to know the math. Look at the food labels. Empower yourself. Don't just be brain dumb. Don't stick your head in the sand. I love everyone, Gilbert. I love you. I'm exhausted. I'm going to watch the rest of that documentary, then maybe a little bit of MILF porn, finish my knife off, give myself a happy ending. That's true. A lot of people don't want to hear that. And forward we go. I love everybody. See you later.